Welcome to Previously On, a podcast series created to help you through some of the most complex yet brilliant television ever made. Game of Thrones, Season 1, Episode 4, Cripples, Bastards and Broken Things. We're in Winterfell with Bran Stark, who is dreaming about following a three-eyed raven to Winterfell's crypt. When he wakes, Theon informs him that visitors have arrived. Theon orders Hodor, a gentle giant who can only say his own name, to carry Bran to greet their guest, who is revealed to be Tyrion on his way back from the Wall. Tyrion's met with hostility from Robb, but is calmed when he gives Bran designs for an adapted saddle that'll allow him to ride a horse despite being paralysed, and encouraging Bran to accept his disability. Tyrion refuses offers of shelter, sensing he isn't welcome, but before leaving, asks Theon where Catelyn has gone and mocks him for the Greyjoys' failed rebellion. At Castle Black, a new recruit, Samwell Tarly, arrives. The Watchman mocks Sam's weight, and Alliser Thorne orders a recruit to fight him until he improves, despite Sam surrendering. When Jon intervenes, Thorne demands that 3 men fight Jon. They're all unsuccessful. Sam thanks Jon, but Jon warns him that cowardice has no place at the Wall. Daenerys and the Khalasar arrive at Vaes Dothrak, the only city in the Dothraki homeland. Her brother Viserys insults the Dothraki for marching away from Westeros. When Daenerys defends their way of life, he's infuriated. In King's Landing, Ned privately asks Grand Maester Pycelle about Jon Arryn, the former Hand of the King. Pycelle reveals that Arryn visited him the night before his death, seeking a book about the noble lineages of the Seven Kingdoms. Pycelle gives the book to Ned and tells him that Arryn's final words were, "The seed is strong." Peter Littlefinger Baelish, who promised Catelyn he would help her husband, informs Ned that Jon Arryn's former squire, Sir Hugh of the Vale, was knighted immediately after his master's death, and tells Ned that he should discreetly seek out Sir Hugh, as well as an armourer Arryn visited several times before his death. Finally, he warns Ned not to trust anyone, not even him. Ned finds the armourer in question, who tells him that Arryn came to visit his assistant Gendry, a strong, dark-haired young man. Gendry tells Ned that Arryn wanted to know about his mother and what she looked like. Ned works out that Gendry is actually Robert Baratheon's bastard son, with a strong claim to the Iron Throne. In Vaes Dothrak, Viserys attacks Daenerys after she talks back to him, but Daenerys strikes him across the face with a gold chain and concludes he's not wise or strong enough to return them home. Jorah tells Daenerys that the common people of Westeros do not care who leads them, so long as they have food and peace. Back at the Wall, Jon is partnered with Sam, who reveals that his father threatened to murder him if he didn't renounce his inheritance and join the Night's Watch, and they begin to bond, angering Alliser Thorne. At the Hand's Tourney, a jousting tournament held to honour the new Hand of the King, Sansa and Littlefinger watch as the Hound's older brother, Sir Gregor Clegane, aka the Mountain, prepares to fight Sir Hugh of the Vale. When the Mountain swiftly dispatches Sir Hugh, Littlefinger explains to Sansa that the older Clegane brother was responsible for the Hound's scarred face. As children, the Mountain found his brother playing with one of his toys and so held the Hound's face in the fire as punishment. Ned is visited by Cersei in his quarters, who asks if they can put the past behind them. Cersei tells Ned he cannot change Robert's ways, only clean up his messes, and the two part on uneasy terms. Having disguised their identities, Catelyn and Roderick Cassel are staying at an inn on the King's Road when Tyrion arrives with his men in search of rest. Although the inn is full, a stranger offers Tyrion his room in exchange for gold. Tyrion spots Catelyn and greets her, revealing her identity to the other patrons. Catelyn identifies the houses of several knights nearby, all of whom are sworn to her family House Tully. With loyal allies surrounding her, Catelyn charges them to seize Tyrion so he can stand trial for the attempted murder of Bran Stark. Thanks for listening. Hope it's been helpful. Listen, if you've enjoyed this, I would love it if you subscribed. We've got loads more shows where this came from, and we'd love you to join us for them. If you know someone who needs to get up to speed with Thrones, just send them our way. A 5-star review wherever you get your podcasts from would also be absolutely fantastic. If you've got any feedback, have I pronounced a name wrong? I hope I haven't. Or ideas for a show that we should be covering. We'll almost certainly be doing the big ones, but you never know. There may be others that we've missed. Let us know. I'd love to hear from you over on Twitter. You can find us at Previous Podcast, or just email us hello@previouslyon.co.uk. Previously On is presented by Jamie East and is a Daft Doris production.